We're live.
First, there was the collapse of civilization, anarchy, genocide, starvation. Then, when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, we got the plague, the living death, quickly closing its fist over the entire planet. Then we heard the rumors that the last scientists were working on a cure that would end the plague and restore the world.
Restore it? Why? I like the death. I like the misery. I like this world. Yeah.
All right, all right. Woo!
I'm gonna take my glasses off. How you doing, Yanis?
Hello, Vadim. I am very well, thank you. I am very good. How are you?
Yeah, doing well, doing well.
How are things in down under?
Very hot. Very hot. It's like 36 degrees and it's, you know, nighttime. So yeah, very
Oh
hot.
yeah, yeah. Wow. Down and under. You're just.
Down
It's
and
like
under. That's it.
it's like
How things in Greece?
strange things. What's the place called? The Stranger Things. It's like
Upside down world.
the upside down world, man, over there. But yeah, for real. Yeah, things
Yeah,
are good
yeah.
here, man. Oh, what do I have here?
Oh,
Yes, we
yes.
got the book. We got the book. It's
We got
alive.
the book.
It's out there. You got the book as
It's out
well.
there. It's live.
Yeah. Uh, a Killer Case, a Samantha Ratledge adventure. It's available on Amazon for those who love pulp noir thrillers. This is for you. Check it out.
Yep,
And
we'll post the link down below in the video.
we'll post a link down below in the video. That we will
Our
do.
listeners can pick it up. I've read it, and I can vouch and say a really really good story, mate. I really enjoyed this read. So yeah, all you listeners out there, we're gonna leave the link below. Please pick it up. You can either pick up a hard copy or the Kindle version.
Yeah, yeah. Good
All
stuff,
right.
man.
Well, that's out of the way. What are we doing today, Yanis?
Today we are going to talk about the 1989 cult sci-fi actioner called Cyborg, directed by Albert Pine. Look at that beauty. Look at this.
Yeah,
Bring
this
it
is the
closer.
version I watched.
Bring it closer to me. Oh man.
This is the version I watched. This one was put out by 88 Films. So I'll just quickly show the version here because it comes with extra goodies. Well, obviously you get the Blu-ray disc, which the quality is very
Oh,
good on it,
I love it, man.
and it comes with really cool cards from the movie.
Show closer.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these are nice, man. Oh wait,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's the kick he grabs. Awesome. Awesome.
and another cool thing that it came with is I'll just show you here this really cool poster
Show their
from the movie.
poster. Show their poster. Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's off. It's
And
off. It's up to 11, man.
this is actually a limited edition. I don't know if you can see it on the back, but it says here 3,000 copies that were made for this
Yeah,
special
yeah,
Blu-ray
3,000.
edition, and I've got the number 2029. So I was very happy to pick that up. Picked that up a
Awesome.
while ago, and no, it's really
Wow.
cool. We love it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
terrific stuff, man.
Um, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
um,
let's get the. I'll just put that back and let's get the show started.
let's get the
Talk
show
about
on
the
the go.
1989 movie Cyborg, starring Jean Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, the one and only, man. The muscles from
Yep,
Brussels.
Muscles from Brussels. Yeah, it's an oldie, but it was a very enjoyable movie. Look, I'll just go ahead with my overall impressions on a rewatch. I mean, I watched this movie probably more than 5 times. I think the last time I watched it was probably about 25, 26 years ago. It's probably early 2000s or late 90s, the last time I watched it. So, and doing this episode, I rewatched it again, and I really loved it. I thought it was I loved it back then, and watching it again, I thought, oh, okay, is it going to age well or not? But I thought it aged quite well. Like it was still up to the standard back when I watched the first time. I really enjoyed the rewatch. I probably even liked it more on a rewatch than watching it back in the 90s.
So did I,
I
man. Yeah,
Yeah. What
so
are
did I.
your overall impressions?
Yeah, similar to yours. I hadn't seen it for a long time and many years. So I watched it with new eyes now, and I actually found myself enjoying it even more than before, and
Hmm.
noticing things I hadn't noticed in the past because
Hmm.
we mature as we go on and things like that, and you
Yep.
can look at things with a different perspective now. So I hadn't done a lot of the stuff I've done when I last saw it. Going into to acting and filmmaking and writing and all that stuff. And so now I saw it with a complete, with also an analytical screenwriting perspective and filmmaking perspective. And it was really great to see it like this now. And for me, it really feels. It doesn't feel a product of its time. It feels that it lives up. And also, I've got a yeah. I thought it was interesting also to there's some stuff that doesn't work that we can go into as well and talk about that. And obviously, it's a type of film that if you what's that book that we both bought that goes into length about the filming of it. The book you sent me um, last year. Uh,
Or the
from
kung fu.
no, the one from the filmmaker, the Lionheart
Oh,
filmmaker.
Sheldon Lettich book.
Sheldon
Yeah, yeah,
Lettish,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He goes. That's a great book, and he goes into a lot of the stuff there that's behind the
yeah,
scenes. And apparently,
yeah,
I also read that Albert Pyun wanted to make a rock opera type of film.
right.
His
Yeah, yeah,
original, yeah, it was like a rock opera. um,
yeah,
and everybody apparently hated it.
yeah.
And
Well, this apparently the one that we watched. This apparently is the Jean Claude Van Damme's version and Sheldon Lettich version.
yeah, that's
The
the one
film.
we. That's the
Yeah.
one we got.
Cool release. Yep.
The
Yep.
other one didn't survive. Although I would have been very interested to curious,
It's
like
out there. Albert Pyun's, I hope I'm pronouncing his name's correct. Albert Pyun. That version is out there. You can find it.
you can find it.
I'm actually you can find it. I'm actually curious to hunting it down and watching it, and
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
me too, man. I'm
compare it. It's out there. I had a look. It's on Amazon and it's on eBay, so I'm gonna try and hunt it down and watch it. I think it's going to be very interesting. Yeah,
Let me know if you get a link. Let me know if you find where I could get it from,
sure.
and let me know, man. I'm definitely very interested in seeing that version, and yeah, yeah. So yeah, I was gonna. So look, the film starts off. Uh, I think it starts off with a bang. I even like if the first image we see of the bridge, and we see a
Okay.
cockroach.
Before you go on,
Yep.
let's discuss the things that we liked and the strength of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
was. That
you
was
go ahead.
what
Yeah,
I'm getting into. Yeah. Well, first of all, I really enjoy from the get go. I thought it had really good iconography and props, and even the first image, I dig it. Even though you know you can tell it's a drawing, but it's a pretty cool drawing, and you see the cockroach moving at the front of the image, which is a nice touch. They have that
mm,
this cockroach there, and then it starts off with everything there, man. It's like you've got the inciting incident, the villains, everything happening at straight away, like into it, and there's
mm,
some. The pace is really good. It doesn't mess around. Just it's all there, and it feels the locations and the props used are raw, dirty, rotten, lived in. It's a nice. It makes it feel realistic, and this is on a 500,000 budget only, and it's
yeah,
basically recycling the stuff that we're going to use for Masters of the Universe 2. They ended up scrapping that and using the sets and the props that we're going to use
yeah.
from that
Not
one.
only 500,000, but it was also filmed in 23 days.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's sort of for low budget indie productions. That's very usual.
Sure.
That's yeah.
Well, it is short. I mean, for overall, yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's yeah, of course.
Mm.
And yeah, man. Another thing I noticed I didn't notice the first time has a lot of religious iconography all around, crosses everywhere, um,
Yep.
images of saints and stuff, and Jesus and all that stuff. It's obviously he was going for a allegory, a religious allegory, the director, and yeah, you tell me what do you think of the all the stuff I'm mentioning?
Yeah, I mean, everything that you touched upon, definitely, I agree. And another interesting thing is that Pyun actually, before filming, had actually Chuck Norris for the role, to star in the movie, instead of Van Damme. So, just wondering how would that turn out. And apparently, he wrote the storyline like over a weekend. So yeah, it's really interesting. But anyway, yeah, I thought that they did a really good job in portraying a post-apocalyptic world. It looked, even for for the late '80s, it looked very realistic, raw, dirty, violent. There was violence everywhere, and the good thing is, I like about that filmmaking style is that you don't have to show a lot of blood to make it look violent. even though there were cut scenes when they cut off the guy's head or whatever, but it still felt so
Mm.
real. You and the movie doesn't show a lot of blood, but I don't think you need to.
Apparently,
The
it was more violent originally and more bloody.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but like in reality, it doesn't need to be. I mean, it was,
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, and how they go from town to town and terrorize people, men, women, children. Like these, I'm talking about the pirates and the way they portrayed that, which had a sense of realism to it. It's very barbaric world.
and
So I really like.
it was creative as well. Like the wedding cake burning. No, I mean that
Yes,
shot alone was so symbolic. Like of like
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah. Like scenes
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
They burn the wedding. They burn everything. Like it's just chaos and violence, man, and evilness. Like even the
yeah,
weddings, they're not safe. They're gonna kill people and rape women and burn the burn the cake. I love that
that's it.
shot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
It
it.
was, it sort of reminds me like of, going back, over 1,000 years ago, like what the Mongols did when they invaded a town. They didn't care who it was, men, women, children. They killed everyone, burned, raped, whatever, and that's what this movie portraying.
Yeah, and
It's
the Vikings
basically
as
the
well.
future, but it's post-apocalyptic future where there is no law and everyone for themselves kind of thing. So it brings back that barbaric sense. So yeah, no, I love the shots, the way they shot everything, and when they needed to do slow motion, I reckon that worked quite well. And I like the main villain in the story. I reckon, like I remember watching it when I was a lot younger, and that dude like really freaking scared me. What's his name? The actor.
I was very impressed by him when I was young as well. Yeah, when I was watching it the first time, first few times. But now,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean the look of him is very effective. But
Vincent Flynn, that's his name. And, especially the scene where he takes off his glasses and you see his eyes, or, obviously he's wearing contacts, but it just looks so scary. He looks so menacing. And, it still had that effect on me when I watched it, rewatched it now. I reckon they did that really, really well, portraying the main villain, the way they portrayed him, and also the whole cast, including the other pirates. Um, I thought they fit in quite well, and
you had you had Rolf Muller in there. You know Rolf
Rolf.
Muller, the German bodybuilder guy. He played.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolf Muller. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. And he has this fight scene with Van Damme. I think he catches his leg when he tries to hit him with a. He had
yeah,
this little needle in his
yeah,
shoe. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's yeah. I thought the costumes and everything just looked so good, and even if you pay little to the little details, even their teeth, looked rotten and everything. Like sometimes you watch a movie, a post apocalyptic movie, even nowadays, everyone has like perfect teeth and look so good and everything, and they have dirt on them, but they still look so good.
mm,
They look like models with white teeth. But this movie actually looked really, really gritty. Like, all these guys, like in a post
yeah,
apocalyptic world, the last thing you do is, find a toothbrush and brush your teeth,
yeah.
where you're
Exactly.
sort of looking over your shoulder every time, somebody's going to try and kill you. So I reckon that even down to that detail, it showed that sense of realism,
Oh yeah,
which I
man.
like.
And then when they watch you watch them walk towards you, like if I was there, I'd be running the other way, man, really quickly.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
know.
know?
Yeah, and I like that when they show like when these pirates they invade a town or whatever, like everyone just scatters, and
Yeah.
trying to
No,
run away.
you don't
And
want to mess you don't want to mess with them, man. Unless you're JCVD, you don't want to you don't want
exactly,
to go
exactly.
there. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And
And
speaking
I
of,
love the fight scenes. I reckon they were very well choreographed. Um,
yeah, we'll get into
yeah,
that. I agree. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. The fight scenes, and the fight scene in the when they're running in the waters, in the
yeah,
on the grassy fields, and there's the lake.
yeah,
Um, there's a moment that is so good, man. You can tell he's fighting to his last possible uh, strength, his last
yeah,
endurance. Like he falls down, he grabs the. I
yeah,
love the part when he falls down. It's too much, but he falls down and he's still going. He grabs the knife from the guy's teeth,
yeah,
he stabs him with
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
even though he's completely exhausted, he's still going, even on the ground. Like that part
yeah.
there was so cool, man.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's so good, and that was JCVD's. He just came off Bloodsport to film that, so that was his second,
Was
I
it
believe,
Bloodsport
Hollywood.
or Kickboxer, man? Because
Oh no, no,
kick,
well, no, he's done Bloodsport after Cyborg. Straight away the same year, he went to film Kickboxer.
yeah, yeah.
While he was filming Kickboxer,
While he was filming,
he heard all this, that there was a premiere show of Cyborg, and apparently no one liked it. That's when he stepped in and he said, "Look, we've got to do something about it." And he got
yeah,
Sheldon Lettich on board to recut the movie and all that. He was doing all that while he was filming Kickboxer. Yeah.
yeah. That's prime
But he came
JCVD.
off Bloodsport, and you can see, the fight scenes. Kind of remind some of the fight scenes, some of the moves that he does, kind of reminds you a bit of Bloodsport. So yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, and I like a lot that from the get go you can tell that he's this tortured hero with a background. So straight away
Yeah,
you start to wonder about his past and what
yeah,
exactly happened, and it gives him some sort of it's like a wounded animal. It gives him this vulnerability, which was a
yeah,
really nice touch. And yeah, I even appreciated when the woman offers herself to him. He's
yeah,
so hurt and
yeah,
wounded still that he refuses her, which I
yeah,
thought was a really really good touch.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he was still grieving the
yeah,
girl that he was with that died. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, another thing that, man, when I watched it, I was like, because yeah, I I really appreciated this as well, was the music. And this is
yeah,
this is a very simple, very low budget production, but the music, like all films back then, is spot on, man. Like the music
yeah,
was spot on. Like
yeah,
it blends without making it noticeable, and it makes the pace so nice. Like
yeah,
you get into the pace, and you go, it moves you along. And I have to say, I came up with this conclusion after watching a lot of modern films. Like, for me, the number one victim in modern filmmaking is the music. I don't know what happened. At some point, people forgot about music. Every modern film I watch is dry, and there's no music
yeah,
helping it along. I don't know what happened. And now, like, I would see a new film, I'll be like, this is like dry paint. Like this is not moving. It's like stuck, mud drying up on the ground. And then I watch an old movie, no matter what it is, something as low budget as Cyborg was, and the music is, man, is really on point.
amazing.
So
And I know what you're saying because, I mean, still to this day, I listen to the soundtrack of the Last of the Mohicans. I listen to the soundtrack of Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. I still listen to those.
do, the, do we
I
even have
listen to
soundtracks?
Brave
And we don't have
soundtrack
soundtracks
because
anymore.
yeah, because the
Yeah.
music was just so good from those movies, and like you said, it moves the story along, but it really complements the movie so well. Good music that can move the movie along forward. I think it's a powerful tool in filmmaking, but yeah, like you said, it's lacking these days, unfortunately.
The composer was Kevin Bassinson, and he did the international. He composed the international version of Police Story, apparently, for the international market. Just to say that, yeah, and did a really good job on this film. And I have to mention one more thing about the good stuff in it. The thing that really works for me. I think you know JCVD has done the splits a number of
Yeah,
times in films, but for me that's one of the most iconic splits he's done in a film.
so good. Yeah.
I'll probably put it
And where
top
he
three
kills the
all
guy.
time.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
it is such a great moment because it's like you see him like this first, and you
yeah,
don't see the whole thing, and the guy's after
yeah,
him in the sewers, and then he pulls
yeah,
out, and he's like, "Oh man,
yeah.
that's one of the best splits. It's
Uh,
up there, man. It's up
yeah.
there."
And before rewatching the movie, and it's obviously been quite a few years since I last saw it, but this scene I always like it was always in my mind. Like I never forgot that scene. Even I forgot most of the story before rewatching it, but I never forgot that scene, the split scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean it's iconic. It's iconic. It's terrific. It's um, it even makes sense. It's like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
if yeah,
So
it's a
good,
perfect
so good.
hiding
Yeah,
hiding spot where you can just drop on the guy and he's not gonna be fucking thinking, oh, maybe he's on top of me doing the fucking split, you know. Yeah, so it's incorporated into the story in a really cool way, and it's just iconic as hell, for
yeah. There
sure.
was another interesting thing. Apparently, during filming, uh, one of the fight scenes, Van Damme took one of the pirates, one of the stuntmen eye out.
Yes,
So
yes.
and-
Remember the
yeah, yeah,
trial back in the day?
the guy sued him for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I remember reading it back in the day. Remember? Yeah, that
yeah.
yeah,
Quite,
he
quite an
yeah,
interesting fact. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Sometimes
like it's one of the earlier Canon films that was made, and Canon, they were putting out so many of these big grade movies, a lot with Chuck Norris and all that, all action stuff. And a lot of it is sort of mindless kind of shoot 'em up hero, but I wanna start watching some of these now. Apparently, like you can get the Canon movies film guide, so it'd be interesting to pick it up and go through some of these 80s, early 90s Canon films. I think it'd
yeah,
be a
I
lot of
think they did they closed out. They went bankrupt soon after this. It's mostly
probably early 90s, I think, or
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
mid
yeah.
90s.
So they were close to
Yeah.
getting bankrupt because they were gonna do Spider Man, and they were gonna do a sequel to Masters of the Universe,
Of
and
the
then
universe.
they were doing the Superman sequels, and they were cutting corners and trying to take one budget and make it go between 3 or 4 films just to save money and all this shit. And
Yeah,
yeah, soon after that, they actually went bankrupt. But
yeah,
yeah, during the 80s, and yeah, I've been watching the Chuck Norris films lately.
yeah, yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah,
And like watching this movie, the first thing that you see is the Canon logo, and
yeah,
that brought so much nostalgia and memories. Me being as a kid, because I watched so many Canon movies.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it just brought so
Of
many
course.
good memories.
It's
Yeah,
it's these logos. It's that logo. It's the Golden
yeah,
Harvest logo. Where
yeah,
as soon as I see the logo,
yeah,
it goes in my head. All the memories just come flashing back.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. All right, buddy, let's get into the
let's
things
do it.
that probably didn't work for us.
Let's do it. Yeah, yeah. Do you want to go first, or should I go?
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. Well,
Go for it,
look, for
buddy.
me, obviously, like watching it now, even though I thought that, the movie still holds up quite well. I mean, you look at the special effects, especially the cyborg scene where she takes, they show her head and everything. I mean, the animation and all that, it was probably still at its early days, but that looked so ridiculous
I
compared
think
to
that was a.
nowadays.
I think that was a prop. That was
Or yeah, probably it
yeah,
was. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. That
But
was a
you can see
mechanism.
it.
Yeah.
Back then, I wouldn't have probably noticed it that much. But now, it sticks out like dog's balls. Like it looks so silly. And it is what it is. It's the age thing, and that type of scene probably didn't age well. But also, look, yeah, the storyline had, I think, weaknesses. Even though I liked the storyline, but a lot wasn't sort of explained with the virus. I would like to sort of learn a little bit more. Also, like about the virus, and the ending was a little bit confusing because you don't like at the end. Okay, they go to Atlanta to to um, to bring this information to some doctor, to find a cure or something like that. That's why the cyborg was there. But then at the end, obviously they reach Atlanta, but you don't know what happened there. And then at the end, the cyborg meets her partner, and she kind of says, "You're the cure. Maybe you're the cure all along." So, okay, what's going on here? So it was a little bit confusing. I was hoping the story would be a little bit more fleshed out, but it wasn't. And another thing, which I thought was quite weak, is the dialogue in the movie. I mean, there was a lot of sort of like one liners. Van Damme, he's, he didn't speak much, and, he had a lot of one liners as well. Yeah, so that type of thing sort of didn't work for me.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, for me, yeah, I see all your points. I mean, I didn't mind so much the head mechanism for the cyborg. It did look a bit cheesy.
It
But
was a product of its time.
well, they didn't
Yeah,
have much. They didn't have a big budget, to be fair.
exactly.
So you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
they did the best with what they had.
But back then, it probably looked, 30 years ago or whatever, it looked normal, right? You wouldn't you wouldn't think twice. But yeah, now with the eyes, with what we see now, it's obviously a lot different. Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, the storyline. Look, for me, I don't mind it so much, the overall storyline, and I don't need to be explained too many things. Okay, she has to go there, and because of the
And
cure. And
for me, it wasn't so much the ending; it was the destination, right? Like what happened through the story. that's what was interesting. That's why I didn't mind the ending that much, but overall it was convoluted and confusing.
Yeah, and I think also it's don't forget this is the heavily edited version where
Yeah.
it's not what the director had in mind to begin with.
Yep.
But for me, this version, the way we watched it, for me, the biggest issue is it has a very, very weak third act, and it feels like a chunk of the film is missing. It feels like a chunk of storyline is missing. It just jumps. Like
Yep.
the crucifixion scene, which is
Yep.
really cool, by the way. Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah. 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 It is really cool scene. Yeah,
It's up
for
there
sure.
with the Conan the Barbarian crucifixion scene in my
Sure.
mind.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It can rival it. I think they're both pretty cool scenes.
Yep.
Um, and because also a lot of emotion comes out, you finally see what happened to him, and you're like, oh fuck, that's, oh Jesus, that's so terrible. And then he's going crazy, like the will to get revenge and make things right is what
Yep.
keeps him alive, and he breaks the thing in half and falls down. And then there's a really cool shot of the woman coming back in shadow holding the knife there to rescue
Yep.
him. And then he's fine, and they are ahead of the other guys waiting for them in what was
Yeah.
the place that we're going back to? Seattle. What was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Atlanta. Yeah.
Atlanta. Sorry, yeah, Atlanta. And I'm like, what the hell happened? He was he
Yeah.
was he was
Exactly.
messed up badly. Like he was close to death. He needed time to recover. And
Yeah.
it would have been really cool to show him recovering and getting closer to the woman, and maybe then being like starting to feel for her finally, and they get together, which would have made her death in the end even more tragic. And
Yeah.
yeah, rehabilitating himself and start training again to take on the bad guy, because the bad guy is like a monster, and obviously he's a cyborg as well. And Yeah, and then show how the hell they got in front of the other guys. It doesn't make any sense how they got in front of them. So,
Yeah.
and also suddenly the fight scenes are not good anymore. The final fight scene for me is really um like monotonous, and the angle of it is the same angle, the close up, and it just doesn't work like the other fight scenes in the film. I really didn't like the final. I
Yeah.
really like.
Point. Yeah. It was mainly the guy was just. I mean, the main villain. He was just trying to use his force strength, sort of with punches, but yeah, Van Damme didn't do much kicking either.
No,
Yeah.
it was for me. It was a very poor fight scene, especially since the rest of the film had really, really crisp
Yeah.
movement and
Yeah.
fights. And
Yeah.
it felt like it was it rushed.
Yeah.
And
It was. I wanted to see a bit more like with the jump spinning kick and all that kind of stuff, like a little bit more flashy stuff. But yeah, you're right. This one was, they kind of went at it
Yeah,
like the guy started punching him, dominating, and then Van Damme was returning his punches, and then finally got a hold of the knife and killed him,
yeah,
and then yeah, and then put him on the hook. But yeah, it was very dry. Yeah, they could have made it a bit more flashy.
yeah. I think so. And also, the bad guy for me, he had a great look, and I appreciate it a lot, especially the first few times that I watched it, and now. But um, it just it doesn't have much depth to him. Um, and in a way, you don't really need to in a film like this, I guess, to show more stuff, why he's the way he is, or to give him a bit more background.
Well, the way he is, I mean, I mean, it's a lawless world, and some
Yeah,
people
you could
want
you could sort of
power, right? And probably in the previous life, he was, um, like a power hungry guy. And
But
then
he's also supposed to be a cyborg. If you look in his eyes, you know,
yeah, 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 yeah,
and
or
that's why
maybe half.
yeah, he doesn't die immediately when he gets stabbed. He doesn't die,
Yeah,
and then
actually, that's a good point. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
it's kind of I would have liked a bit more on him, and
Well, yeah, I wanted to see a little bit more about the story, a bit more fleshed out about the cyborgs, because at
yeah,
first, like at the beginning, you see the woman as a, but then she just looks human for the rest of the story, and there's nothing really anything to do with cyborgs anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, I thought he looked a bit weird in the flashbacks because they had a different haircut. And for
yeah,
me, it
yeah.
was a bit silly, so he wasn't menacing anymore.
He
Whenever they
was
said,
younger, like
I know, but
JCVD character. He had this silly hair. I thought it was so silly, like the long hair, the man bun.
you mean JCVD or
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, JCVD as well. But I thought the bad guy also had a stupid haircut. And,
Stupid haircut. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, that's another thing. Like I forgot to mention. I thought that the flashbacks were a bit too much through the whole movie. There was just too much, right? So the story moves along, and then suddenly you're pulled back. Um, to see a character's flashback, and I don't mind that, to tell the
Mhm.
story, for the story to move along, and that's fine. You can tell the story through flashbacks, but I think this movie had too many flashbacks.
um, I I didn't feel that, to be honest. I felt it was a slow reveal to bring it to the point of the crucifixion, and then to have the reveal there. So they had to pace themselves towards that moment. I mean, I see your point. I mean, for me personally, I didn't mind that so much, but that's a fair point. You know, to say. I thought not so much the dialogue. I thought some of the supporting cast, the acting was a bit
Yeah,
poor. But I
yeah. Well,
thought,
because there wasn't many lines that they were saying. I
yeah.
mean,
Although I
like
thought,
all the characters, it was like one-liners kind of thing.
yeah. Saying that, I thought the actress playing Nadi, Deborah Richter is her name. The one that goes on the journey with him. I thought she was
Yeah,
pretty effective, and I appreciate her character quite a bit in this,
yeah,
because she brought a bit of humor to it and a bit of a more humanity
yeah,
with her presence. She was in Hill Street Blues. That actress. She's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of television stuff. So yeah, I appreciate her in it quite a bit. And yeah, I was actually sad when she died. I didn't remember that part. I wasn't sure what
yeah, yeah,
happened to her. I had forgotten, and then she dies, and I'm like, no, come on, guys, why?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Cool. Right. What are your
So
final thoughts, buddy?
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was about to say that. Yeah, final thoughts for me is that this is a chase movie. This would make a great double bill with the Road Warrior. If you want to get have a double bill night, watch the Road Warrior and then watch this. They go well together. And yeah, I really, I think it's a cult classic, and people should check it out if they haven't.
Mm. Yeah, no, I totally agree, and I agree with you that it is a cult classic movie. It's one of my favorite movies growing up. Well, JCVD movie, definitely one of my favorites. And it is a cult classic now, and I really want to check out the other cut. Albert Pyun's cut now that
Yeah,
I've seen there.
yeah,
I think that's really awesome. And look, overall, awesome movie. Besides some of the setbacks that we just discussed, I think it's a still fantastic movie to watch on any night when you feel like sort of 80s, 90s action movie. This is the movie to watch, definitely. And if someone hasn't seen it yet, after so many years, please go watch it. But if you have seen
absolutely.
it and it's been a while, I think it's time for a rewatch now, that's for sure.
Yeah, yes, it is. Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Excellent. All right,
All
buddy.
right, man.
That's good movie that we both obviously loved, and as kids, growing up, Um, I mean,
Exactly.
it was no surprise, even though we don't discuss these things beforehand before we
Yeah,
do the recording. But I knew what you were going to say about this movie, and you probably knew what I was
yeah.
going to say. I mean, we used to go through the magazines and used to read the articles on Cyborg and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
back in
So
the
we
good
were,
old days. Back in the good old
yeah,
days.
two thumbs up, two thumbs up for this movie. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, buddy. We're going to wrap
Oh,
it
thank
up
you,
and
man. Yeah.
until our next episode. That's it. Chat later. All right.
Take care. Take care.